everybody. It's your host, Dr. Giggles in the house. Yes, SFNEOnline, and I am your host of The Grove Show. So this week, obviously a lot of Harley Quinn stuff going on. You can see right here in the background, a new friend here. You see how much taller she is than me. Doesn't take much for anybody to be taller than me, that's for sure. But in any case, so this week, a lot of Harley Quinn stuff. We're going to be talking about, what do you call it? The Harley Quinn membership preview. We're going to talk about that weekend. We're going to talk about Tuesday coming up this weekend. Next week is Media Day. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. We're going to go over the Six Flags, what do you call it? Purchasing the leasing rights for 5 parks. We're going to talk about Star Wars Land. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of Disney stuff, some Halloween Horror Nights stuff, 2017 attendance report that we got, a little quick update on the Ace platform. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be covering this week, and what have you, of what's going to go on, and it should be good. I'll be right back. What's up, Lindsay? Yeah, it's definitely going to be a great evening. Yeah, I'm actually on time, so this is funny. Usually people like popping in now because usually I'm late, and this week I'm early. Well, I'm on time, not early. Maybe early to you guys. I don't know. But yeah. And for those that are not watching this live, I'm going to quickly go over something. We have what we call a contest going on for when we hit 500 subscribers, which we're about 34 away, which is awesome. Basically, we're giving away a mystery box. There's a video in the in the video section, on this channel. So all anybody has to do to enter is click that subscribe button, and then when we hit the 500, we're gonna put 1 to 500 or however many there are when we pull the drawing, and we're going to put it in a random number generator. Then we're gonna go to the subscribers list, and this whatever it is down the list, whatever number that pops up in a random generator, will get the mystery box. And all it takes is for people to subscribe. That's it. We're 34 away from 500, which I didn't know when we were ever gonna hit that, and it's starting to get quicker and better and stuff like that. So it's going to be awesome. So make sure you subscribe, and it'll be great. So anyway, so we're going to, with that out of the way, we are going to, we'll get into the news, and then we'll talk about Harley Quinn, and we'll talk about all that good stuff, and see what happens from there, especially with everybody coming in, and we'll see what goes on. Because there's a lot. I know when I was typing on the SFNEOnline Facebook, and I was just like typing like, what about tonight? Like I just did that a little while ago, and I'm like, Harley Quinn, because there's just so much Harley Quinn stuff going on at Six Flags New England. Plus, we're going to be talking about some cool stuff that we're going to be doing this weekend, and I've been talking to the park about it, so it's going to be cool, and so we're going to take care of that. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on at the park this weekend. Especially that it's being Memorial Day weekend, and we all know the park should be, providing the weather is great, be busy. And I feel that the weekend, I think Saturday is going to be busier than any day, even than the Monday, just because the weather's looking kind of sketchy for Sunday and Monday. I would say it's looking a little sketchy. So I'm just hoping that the weather holds out and doesn't just bombard on Saturday, because. I know it's a holiday weekend, and every park around the place is going to be busy. It's the official kickoff to summer this weekend. So all the parks that normally haven't been busy, this is when it should start kicking in, providing that the weather's great. And I'm getting tired of this raining and crappy weather on the weekend thing. Do it during the week. I don't care about during the week if it rains. I want my summertime fun on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So anyway, so let's kick off some stuff here, and then we'll get into all the cool Six Flags stuff, and then we'll get into stuff, and then whatever you guys bring up, in the chat. And those that are watching this after it airs, you can follow along, get in the chat, leave, and I'll always comment back. Every time a comment pops up now, I make sure that I respond back to everybody. So I try my best. So anyway, so let's kick it off. Disney and Hollywood Studios. It was announced, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, about Star Wars Land when they're going to open. Now, everybody knows me. I love Star Wars. I got the pinball machine. I love the movies, blah, blah, blah. Right? So I love Star Wars. We got that out of the way. So I've been looking forward to seeing when this thing was going to open. And Disneyland is going to get the first jump on it. They're going to be getting summer of 2019, which is next year. And then Walt Disney World and Hollywood Studios is going to get it for late fall. So you're looking, October, September, November, around there somewhere. Somewhere in, in that fall vicinity there, that's going to probably more like November-ish. Probably right before, I'm going to say it's probably going to kick off right before Thanksgiving. And then Hollywood Studios is just going to be full-blown, packed full of people. It's going to be crazy. And I can't wait to see what it looks like. I mean, they gave a little trailer about it, just showing, basically what we've all seen. Hey, what's up? He's back. Lindsay's back. They've just shown little tidbits of what Star Wars Land is going to look like. Because that's probably what that is for, yeah. And, because it's in California next year, I believe. If I'm correct. I think. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing stuff. I know things are slowly leaking out about the rides and different things and the different merchandise and the cool ways that they're starting to go with the Star Wars Land. And I'm actually interested to see how Disney will pull this off because Universal set the they set that level, especially with the Hogwarts Castle and everything, with Harry Potter, they set the standard, they set the bar for how things should be immersive and how good a ride should be. So now Disney has to do at least that or better. I know they're working out with the hotel and they're doing everything, and they're really going to have to really go all in. They're going to have to throw everything but the kitchen sink in to make this great. I mean, people are going to go just based off of the Star Wars name alone, but the Star Wars fans are only going to take so much. If they can't do it great, and if they hack it and they cut corners, it's going to be noticed, and people are going to crucify him for doing that. So I'm hoping Disney's doing a thing. I mean, I know Disney Imagineers, some that are working on a project, aren't working on a project. They won't tell you stuff either way, but the Star Wars fans, they know what they're in for. And I'm sure the stress level on that is ridiculous. I wouldn't want to be in that position. It's like all the movie directors with these movies, they know that, Someone reported from Great Adventure today that food shops that have been closed have been open today. Well, hopefully that's true, and hopefully that's great, because I've heard so far this season it's been like a crapshoot, between the food and the rides, and there's something that I'm actually doing research on, and it seems like the amusement industry, at least from what I've been hearing, in certain parks, not all parks, but a lot of parks, are having a hard time hiring people. I don't know if it's because either kids don't want to work, people got jobs, or I don't know what's going on. So it looks like parks are having a hard time filling positions. But I want to do some research on it and see. I'm hearing all kinds of stupid stuff, even political stuff, saying it's Trump's fault, it's this fault, it's everybody's fault. They can't get they can't get a lot of the foreigners. What's up, John? What's up, BSM? Like I said, I don't know what's going on, but this coming week I want to do some research on this. I want to see what the problem is. Maybe I'll write an article or make a video about it or something and talk about it, because I've been seeing these issues pop up. It seems worse this year than it has in the past. I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if it's a political thing. I don't know if it's just the way the economy is. People just sucking the jobs up. I don't know, but I really would like to kind of look into this, because I'd like to shed some light on this, because I've seen Great Adventure have issues, especially with that, because of the rides, food, even Cedar Point's having some issues. It seems like all the parks are having issues, so I don't know. I have not seen a Star Wars since 1999, but I remember well Star Wars of 77. Maybe I would understand the new Solo movie. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually excited to see the Solo movie, regardless of all the garbage going on and the, about, the directors were working on it, got fired, and then they bring in, what's his name there? Opie from, what's the name of that? That old show. I'm not talking about Happy Days, the other one there. With the cop and Aunt B. I can't think of the name of the show. I can see it. Right? I just can't get the word up. Andy Griffin Show. That's what I'm thinking of. But yeah. But regardless, him, Ron Howard. That's what I'm thinking of. They brought him in to do Solo. I love Ron Howard as a director. I think he's phenomenal. He's done a lot of great movies. I'm hoping that whatever the issue Lucasfilm had with the previous people, he fixed. So, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people have given, Disney a lot of crap over the movies. Like when Force Awakens came out, they're like, it was like too much of A New Hope. They played it safe. And then the guy with The Last Jedi totally, like, changed it around and people were, like, putting him on they were trying to crucify him. And then, Rogue One I thought was good. I heard that the Obi-Wan movie is going to be coming out. That'll be good. I heard about a Boba Fett. I heard about a Yoda. I've heard all kinds of stuff. I heard the Han Solo thing. So, I'll be looking to see that. My dad's having a procedure done tomorrow for his heart. So, he asked me not to go see Solo until he got out. So, I mean, he's just in and out. But so this weekend, probably one day, we're going to go see Solo. So my dad's like, just please don't go see it. Wait for me to get out of the hospital. And then we can, because he wants to go see it. Because he's seen all these new Star Wars movies. And, he's been coming with me to the movies, me and the kids. We saw Avengers together. We saw Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. Actually, me and him played hooky from work. And went and seen Sausage Party when it was in the theater. We went and did that. That was funny. So, yeah, that... as my dad gets old, he wants to hang out with us more. So we go and do cool things. And I mean, and the cool thing, this is how like crazy my dad is, and this has to do with amusement parks. The short story of all this was, in February, he went out to Amman, Jordan to go do a job at the U.S. Embassy for our work. But while he was there, he had some health issues, health scares. He thought he was going to die. Comes back, and then he goes to the doctor, and then he finds out he's got some issues. Now, he's taking care of the issues, but when opening day came around for Six Flags New England, he goes, oh, when's opening day? Because he wanted to go. He's got a season pass. And I go, when the doctor tells you you can go, that's when you can go. He's a sick puppy. He don't care. 70, what year he was born? He's going to be 73, loves the rides just as much as we all do, so... I think he's going to go to Six Flags this weekend and just kind of lounge in a water park. I think that's what he's going to do this weekend. Because the doctors haven't given him the okay to go on rides yet. So he'll probably just sit in a wave pool in the lazy river. So that'll be his, hang out with the kids. He'll be happy. All right, so enough of the Disney Star Wars thing. Let's move on to Animal Kingdom. I don't know how many of you heard this rumor. But the dinosaur ride in the Animal Kingdom is looking to get gutted out and redone, and it's going to become an Indiana Jones. I mean, it's basically the same ride system, so to speak, and it's going to be themed to dinosaurs. So they'll probably like gut it out and then redo it and fit most of the theming in it, just give it its own story. And also, there's another rumor going around that those, the two mouse coasters that are over there are going to get ripped out, and somewhere around there, there's going to be a wooden coaster dropped in that spot. See, the reason why that room is coming like back full force is because with Universal, down the road, they're looking to add a wood coaster for what do you call it? For Jurassic Park thing that they're going to be doing. They're going to be adding stuff over there, so it looks like they're going to be adding a wood coaster. So you know how the competition is between each other. Like, okay, you did this, now I got to do this, and then you do this, and I got to do that. And then, so I don't know. I mean, nothing obviously is official, but this is the stuff that's floating around like crazy. I mean, it's not like just like one or two sites. Like if you look down at like the Florida fan sites and the Florida news and stuff, it's not just them. It's all over the place, and everybody's picking up on this rumor with the wooden coaster coming and the Indiana Jones. Part of the problem is because that Animal Kingdom is actually geared towards animals, but to keep people coming in, they need to add. They've finally come to the realization they need to add more rides, and just animals aren't going to cut it. And with the dinosaur thing, that was just kind of. Let's be honest. The dinosaur ride, I love. The mouse coasters, you take them for what they are. I enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, it's not an exact clone. It'll have an original story, but I think they'll rehash some of the scenery to save money. I mean, that's the Six Flags thing to do, but I mean, unless the props are like trashed completely. I mean, if they can utilize some of the stuff, unless they're going to put some new state of the art stuff in, like scenery and stuff, I could see them reusing some of the stuff. I mean, it's going where there was a dinosaur ride, so in my mind, I feel like they're going to utilize some of them, the props and stuff. They might get new dinosaur animatronics or something. I don't know, but actually, I mean, I love the dinosaur ride. I think it's great. I know a lot of people, it's like kind of love a hate thing. I personally, I really love it, and but that's me. I don't know what you guys think about the dinosaur ride. I do love Annie and the Jones, and I know in Hollywood Studios, the stunt show, it hasn't really changed. And the stunt show that's inside Hollywood Studios, I enjoyed it. I've only seen it once or twice, and the times that I've seen it, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty neat. One of the times that I seen it, we got the cut version because it had just rained out. The ground was slippery, so they didn't want to do all the stunts so that nobody would get hurt. I get it. So yeah, that's gonna be that. The wood coaster, I have no idea how big, how small. I don't expect it to be like crazy, but you never know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what kind of storyline it's gonna feature. But it seems like they're going to start. I mean, there's so many with the Indiana Jones thing. It just seems basically Indiana Jones is just going to take over Dino area, and it's just going to be which is fine. They're talking about they're going to have retail shops and restaurants similar to the one that's in Disney Springs, and so they could add some stuff in there and make it Indiana Jones themed. I mean, what better way to get Indiana Jones and get animals so you can get something good in there? I mean, again, it's the IP thing. The days of something original. See you later. It's all IP driven, thanks to the general public and wanting something that they know and that they entrust. I mean, we've all talked about this amongst ourselves here, amongst our friends when we're not talking. I would love to see Disney doing RMC. I would love that. But it looks to be like a wood coaster, and it might be like CGI or somebody, CCI or whoever the hell. It's going to be one of them. It's looking to be like one of those. I mean, there's nothing that we can see that the little bit of digging that I did, I haven't seen anything concrete. Just a bunch of articles written, like Amusement Today and all these fan sites and Florida fan sites and news and anything to do with everybody's picking up on it. I mean, just because the rumor doesn't mean it's going to be true, but I'm just interested to see what they do with the Dino thing. I mean, the Dino thing didn't really look. It didn't feel Disney to me. You know what I mean? It felt like a carnival. It just didn't. Honestly, it didn't fit the whole park. It was just weird. I mean, yeah, dinosaurs, technically animals, but it just didn't fit. Because we all know when Disney does it, they go above and beyond for the most part with their theming. They don't just put like a cardboard cutout and go, hey, here you go. They pay a lot of attention to detail. They go research what their with the whatever ride they're building and the history behind it and the lore and create a story for it, and they go on and on and on and on, and it's great. It really, I mean, I applaud the amount of effort that Disney will put into, with their Imagineers. Into, I mean, look at Expedition Everest. I mean, all the the items and props inside are like real deal or replica or real deal things that they went, and I watched the thing. Yeah, it's just my brain rambling off. I'm a bag of wind. I just say whatever comes to my mind. You know why? If I did say CGI, it's probably oh, you know what I was saying, CCI. The whole New England accent thing going on. Plus, I had a couple of teeth pulled out 2 days ago. I didn't know if there was going to be a show because I've been having all this dental work done. I had the front tooth fixed. I had some fillings done. I got this side of the mouth. I had 4 broken teeth, 2 over here, 2 in the back that I had to get ripped out. Then we'll put the fake ones in. You know what I mean? The ones with the screws or whatever they decided to do. But I really didn't know if there was going to be a show. I didn't know. I'll admit, I'm a big baby, you know what. I'm a big crybaby with pain and I hate dentists. I hate doctors. I hate drills. I hate needles. Which is kind of weird, especially with the Dr. Giggles, murder, murder, kill, kill music thing that I used to do. Yeah, I'm no good with that stuff. I even told the dentist, I'm like, look, please don't. I said, please be gentle. I said, the last time a nurse was trying to draw blood, she stabbed me and then she got kicked. Just a natural reflex. I go, bam! It wasn't an intentional kick. It just, I like it when, the nurses or whatever, they gently use the needle, not bam! I'm not a bam kind of guy. It's just not me. But no, I worked myself into a frenzy over the weekend and Monday and even Tuesday leading up to it. I was a nervous wreck. I'm just not a dentist kind of guy. But it was really it wasn't really that painful, and I worked myself up for nothing. And on top of that, what they did was, because they were broken and they didn't have nothing to grab onto, they wiggled them out with these tools. And she shoot me with the nice dentist lady was shooting me with Novocaine, and the assistants, sucking thing, using the sucker thing to get the whatever out, and they're talking and I'm laughing while they got needles in me, a needle in my face, and they're wiggling and pulling things or whatever, and I'm making them laugh, talking, and they can sort of understand what I'm saying. It was a good time. I guess I had to do that to make the situation better than it was, because it was bad. All right, so that was it for Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom. Now, I guess now, effective now, all sit-down restaurants are now going to serve alcohol in the park inside Magic Kingdom. And we all know that Walt's original intention was no booze whatsoever in the parks. It was just one of his things, and obviously that got thrown out of the window. I mean, I'm not much of a drinker. I mean, even, I know a lot of people, like when they go to Epcot, they like, when you're touring the countries, they like to go try the different beers and stuff, and all that. Do a little tour, if you will, of the booze. I know they have the Food and Wine Festival down there, and that's a success. I'm not much of an you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything except for about the Star Wars Land time frame openings and talking about Animal Kingdom, Indiana Jones rumor. Other than that, that's really, me getting my tooth pulled out story. Because it sounded like I said CGI. And plus, myself and Luco and Dave were talking on Facebook a little while ago before the show. And he sent me a link. I don't know how many of you watched the video of when I was on the cruise and I did iFly. That's the one that makes you're in the tube with the wind and it makes you look like you're skydiving. Luco sent us a video of that with a VR helmet on. And I was going off about how I hate VR and I don't want to wear the goggles and I felt that the animations and the technology just wasn't there. And me and Luca were kind of, not arguing, but going back and forth about, he's saying the technology's there and the animation, and I'm saying, no, that should be next week. We should be getting the Harley Quinn POV. There you go, GCI with CGI. So we were going on, and I said, look, I said, you got at least 10 years before I feel in my mind, 10 years until I feel VR is worth a damn. And I feel in our lifetime, us that are watching this now, we're never going to see anything like movie-like. Yeah, it's all good, Technic Fon Fabre. Uh, and Luco says I'm asking for too much in terms of like animations and stuff. Now my whole thing with VR and everybody knows how much I hate it. It's not one, I don't like the helmet. I don't want to wear the helmet. I like reality, and the animations that are on VR are horrible. I want something. I want something that looks like an Avengers movie, or I haven't seen it yet, but like from the trailers from like Ready Player One. That's what I'm talking about. That's the level of animation, picture, games that I want in VR before I even go, I want to buy it. Until that day comes, not happening. Now I get it. We had Superman, and I mean at best it looks like an Xbox 360 game at best. You know what I mean? But the thing is, the equipment doesn't work. It's always breaking. It's overheating. Yeah. Imagine if GCI built a Woody with CG animation in the air and tunnels and all that stuff. I mean, that would basically be projection, so to speak. You could project that. I mean, you'd have to make like an indoor wood coaster, which I would love to I would love to win Powerball, because I always said if I won the lottery and I had the money to build a coaster, that I was going to build an indoor wood coaster. That way I don't have to, I can control the elements. That's what I always wanted to do. Yeah. Disney's not into the business of major top thrill rides. They're not. What you see at Disney is what you're going to get. And by all means, that's fine. I love Disney because of the whole fantasy element, and they do it right. Universal's starting to, but again, I'm against the whole screen the ride thing. And we've discussed that a million times. I'm not a screen the ride fan, so that's why I'm not a huge fan of the last few installments of rides. Just not a fan of that. So Magic Kingdom's got the booze. Let's move into Sesame Street Park. I'm going there on the way home from CoasterCon. Oscar's Waxy Taxi, the Woody, opens on the 26th, which is in 2 days, Saturday. It's opening Saturday. So I'm going to try and hit that. Actually, I'm not going to try. I am going to, on the way home, on the way back from Virginia, we're going to make a stop over there because we got the Busch Gardens season passes so we can get in there. And I haven't been to that park since I was a kid. So, and I kind of missed the boat with my kids taking them to Sesame Street Park. I wish I did. But yeah, they're going to go now. And they're like, why do we got to go to Sesame Street? They rather have like a Call of Duty park or a Fortnite park or whatever the hell they want to play. So we're going to go. And then I'll show them I don't have any pictures from when I was a kid of what Sesame Street Park looked like back then. But I'll have the pictures now. And if there's any characters that I can take a picture with, you best believe that I will, because I'll be more excited than any little kid that's in that park. I know it's going to look creepy and weird, but I am telling you, I will be more excited to be in Sesame Street Park than any kid that's there. Just saying. I can't wait to go there. I'm pumped. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm pumped about Sesame Street. I never played it. I watched the kids play Fortnite, and I'm like, whatever. I bought like this little, I forgot what the hell the stupid thing is. It's a little gelato thing, whatever, so you can stream the games. So the kids can stream the Xbox games. And then I got a headset. I'm going to try, see, when I play games, I think like I'm going to like start doing like live streams and playing like Roller Coaster Tycoon, or maybe I'll rebuy Planet Coaster now that I got a better computer and hopefully they fixed all the bugs. Maybe I'll start doing that, you know, like on here, and then just do, every so often, like start the park from the beginning and then just build it and see what happens. Yeah, that thing, Gelato, Elgato, that thing. But in terms of the video game thing, I suck at video games. Call of Duty, all them shooting games, sports games. I'm just bad. So I figure maybe I can get one person to watch me play horribly, like when I play. I'm not going to do it on the SFNEOnline YouTube. I'll do the what do you call it? The Planet Coaster ones live, or pinball or something. But I really don't think people that watch this want to see me play Fortnite or Call of Duty. I have no idea how to play these games. I used to play, and I was always stinky back then. But yeah, no. Maybe I just don't have the reflex. Well, I can play pinball really good, so I don't know. I just zone out playing games. That's my problem, because again, it's kind of like VR. It's like just zone out. It's a cartoon. It's not. It's not. I don't know. I don't know why kids love Fortnite. I think it looks like a cheesy, like, Xbox original game. It doesn't even look that good. And people are like, it's like the biggest thing out there. Like, people love it. I mean, hell, even the new Call of Duty's copying that. It's kind of crazy. They're doing the Battle Royale. It's the same thing. Just Call of Duty. Let's see how much of a crap fest that is. All right, so the next thing is SeaWorld Orlando. If you love beer, for you 21 and older people, starting now all the way up to September 2nd, you can get 2 7-ounce complimentary beers per person, obviously of age. So if you're going to, I know SeaWorld Orlando's doing it. Busch Gardens in Tampa's doing it. I don't know if Williamsburg's doing it. I don't know about the other SeaWorlds. I just saw Tampa, Busch Gardens, and SeaWorld Orlando doing that. It could be company-wide. Don't know. But for right now, I know for sure those 2 are doing it. And it's same time frame. Same deal. 2 7-ounce free beers. Which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. If you're like, yeah, I don't drink that much alcohol. I mean, I can. I just don't, because I don't know when to stop. So usually I'm found passed out in the snow, or passed out on the floor, or passed out on the couch. I don't know. So I just try not to drink that much anymore, if ever. All right, so Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Orlando. It's probably old news because this happened last week when I didn't do the show because of dental work. Trick or Treat. I don't know how many saw the movie Trick or Treat with the little guy. I think his name's Sam, the little weird little guy with the burlap bag head. They're doing a haunt on that. And then there's what we have left for news is Six Flags for the 5 parks that everybody's been talking about, and the 2017 attendance. So I'm just going to go quickly over the 2017 attendance of just a few things that I wanted to talk about, and then we will move on to Six Flags. Let's see if this opens. Is this the rotate? I got to rotate. Hey now. Rotate, fool. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I'm going to tell you the top 25 amusement parks worldwide. Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World was number 1. They had 20.45 million. They were up. Disneyland in California was number 2 at 18.3 million. Number 3 was Tokyo Disneyland at 16.6 million visitors. Universal Studios Japan had 14.935 million. Tokyo Disney was 13.5 million. Disney's Animal Kingdom was at 12.5 million. Epcot is at number 7 with 12.2 million. Shanghai Disneyland is at 11 million. Is that flat? Yeah, 11 million flat. Number 8. Number 9, Disney Hollywood Studios, 10.72. I'll just say 10.7 mil instead of going crazy. Number 10, Universal Studios Orlando saw a 2% increase at 10.2 million, basically. Number 11 is Chimelong Ocean Kingdom in China at 9.7 million. Disneyland at Paris at number 12, 9.6 million visitors. 13, Disney California Adventure, 9.5 million. Islands of Adventure, 9.549 million. Universal Studios Hollywood, 9.056 million. 16, Lot World in South Korea. They had a 17.6% drop at 4.7. Everland in South Korea saw a drop. They're at 6.3 million. Hong Kong Disneyland is at 6.2 million. Nagashima Spa Land, 5.9 million. Ocean Park in Hong Kong, number 20, is at 5.8. Number 21 is Europa Park in Germany at 5.7. Number 22 is Walt Disney Studios Park at Disneyland Paris at 5.2 million. 23, the Efteling in the Netherlands at 5.1. Number 24, Tivoli Gardens at 4.6 million. Number 25, finally, Universal Studios Singapore was at 4.2 million visitors. That's kind of crazy with the amount of people that are visiting. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Sesame will finally be fully exploited after more than 35 years. Yep, Sesame and all the SeaWorld parks and Bear for Daddy. That sounds pretty good. I like that. All right, so the next tidbit, let me get rid of this, and then I'm going to open up the other one. Come on. Do I get the right page? Let me see if I got the other one. I don't think anybody cares about the top 20 worldwide water parks that are out there, so let's see what we got here. What's this? All right, so the top 20 North American amusement parks. I like it, and I know that some of the stuff that, people are saying it's off, but it's just to kind of give you a gauge. So, number 1, Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, 20.4 million. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people to go to one park in a year. Disneyland in California is 18.3. Number 3, Disney's Animal Kingdom, 12.5. Number 4, Epcot, 12.2. Number 5, Disney Hollywood Studios, 10.7. Coming in at number 8, Islands of Adventure. Oh no, I'm way back. Number 6, I skipped a few. Number 6, Universal Studios in Florida is 10.198 million. Number 7, Disney California Adventure, 9.574 million. Number 8, Islands of Adventure in Universal Orlando, 9.549 million. Number 9, Universal Studios Hollywood at 9.056 million. Number 10, Knott's Berry Farm, 4.034 million. Number 11, SeaWorld Florida. They dropped 10% and they're down to 3.962 million. Number 12, Busch Gardens Tampa is 3.961. Number 13, Canada's Wonderland at 3.76. Number 14, Cedar Point at 3.604 million. Number 15, Kings Island, 3.469 million. Number 16, Six Flags Magic Mountain at 3.36. Number 17, Hershey Park, 3.3 million. Number 18, Six Flags Great Adventure, 3.236 million. Number 19, SeaWorld California, 3.1 million. And lastly, Six Flags Great America, 3.039 million for attendance. That's pretty crazy that there's a lot of people. That's a lot of people going through the parks. I'm glad to see, because over the years, the parks, it was just weird. I mean, I know with technology, things move a little different, whatever. I mean, I can remember going to amusement parks. Didn't matter where. It could have been a Six Flags. It could have been anywhere when I was a kid. And everything was 2-3 hours wait. Everything. There was so many people going. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the Flash Pass changed that. I don't know if they just keep. It seems like back in the day there were more rides at like Great Adventure than there are now. So I don't know. There's less. I don't know if it's less people going in, more rides than there was. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what changed. Because no matter where you went, I mean, even when I went to Riverside before it was Six Flags, you always had all the lines were full. Busy place. I mean, when I went to Rocky Point, everything was 45 minutes, an hour or more, all the time. It was crazy, full all the time, nuts. So I don't know what happened between then and now. I don't know if it's less people, and then people are now finally starting to go. I don't know what the cause of it is. Now I'm just trying to see what else I have here. What's this? Wait. Yeah, I don't think anybody cares about water parks. If somebody cares and wants to know the attendance about water parks, let me know. I'll shout them out. I'm just checking to see what else I have here that I top 20. We did that already. We did that one. I mean, that might be really all that's cared about. We'll just leave that as is for that. I mean, unless somebody really, really needs to hear about the water park stuff. If you don't, then we won't. But if you really need to hear about it, I'll click back and go back to it. So that was the 2017 attendance. I'm just glad to see parks getting more attendance. Sad to see some lose attendance. I know the whole SeaWorld thing is going against them, and I think they're finally working to get that fixed. So now let's get into the Six Flags with the 5 parks and the whole shebang with the what do you call it? The whole leasing thing. So we all know the other day, that was Tuesday, that Six Flags went into agreement with Premier to lease, basically run 5 of the parks. 3 water parks and 2 parks. 2 of the parks we used to be in the Six Flags chain before they were sold off. You got Darien Lake, Frontier City. Then you got Wet and Wild Splash Town in Houston, Wet and Wild Phoenix, and Whitewater Bay near Frontier City in Oklahoma. I saw today, this morning, that the price for the licensing, for the leasing, was $23 million. And it looks like you can't use your Six Flags season pass anyway until after the summer season. I guess they're going to let everybody know when you can use the passes, but for this summer you will not be able to go to any of these places and use your passes. It's kind of like tough tiddlywinks, I guess. I don't know. But that's just how that's going to work. Now, I don't know what this means in terms of the future of all this. We know they bought, 2 water parks over the last couple of years, or last year or the year before, whatever. And then they did the same thing in California. The first year they at least, they ran the park and then they bought it. So now Six Flags, I believe, owns that one out in California, I think it is. So what do you guys think? Do you think that over the next couple of years that Six Flags is going to purchase these parks? I don't know what you guys think. I kind of do. I kind of think Six Flags is going to repurchase Darien Lake and Frontier City, and I think they're going to buy these water parks up. The only reason why I say that is because they want to get in, they want to expand, they want to make more money, and whatever. I get that. So my thinking is they're going to, this is my opinion on this, I think what they're going to do is they're going to lease it for X amount of time and then just start buying one by one. And hopefully that they can turn around at least Darien Lake, because that thing looks like it needs some TLC, it needs some love. So I'm hoping that Six Flags will do something about it. I mean, I know they sold them off the parks, whatever. What's up, Coaster Box? It's okay to forget. You're here now. As long as you're here now, that's all that matters. I mean, the good thing is, as of the other day when I looked at the YouTube numbers, we were 100 hours short hitting that 4,000 hour thing. One of the requirements to get monetized. Plus, you need 1,000, so we're like 434 subscribers. We're gonna get there. So hopefully, more people keep tuning in, keep sharing the videos, keep watching the videos, keep having fun. Because we got Harley Quinn now. We got a little Harley Quinn to play with. she's gonna be here. Yep, I remember that. That was I think a couple of years ago. A water park in New Hampshire. The operator camped out on a slide tower. I think didn't he like chain himself or tie himself to the tower so he couldn't be taken out or whatever it was. What's up, Marcus Bean, yo? What's up? All right, so now that we talked about the whole Six Flags thing, I don't know what you guys think about it. Do you think that they're going to buy it? Do you think they're going to just lease it for a while and then get rid of it? I don't know. I mean, I don't know the total terms, like how much investment that they're going to put into it, or who's paying for the investment for the rides. I will be at the park Saturday. Because for those that are going to the park Saturday, it is membership season pass, and season pass holders can ride Harley Quinn. Also, we're going to go to the water park, and we're going to talk about what we're doing on the water park and a few. I need to set the alarm for when the show starts. Yeah, I mean, I try my best to warn everybody online, and I mean, another good thing is if you click the notification bell, sometimes it works, on, what do you call it? On YouTube, if you click that notification bell after you subscribe. I mean, thankfully, everybody that I subscribe, hit the notifications to on YouTube, I get a ding, on my phone. And then I go and I check out the new video. So, I like that aspect of it. Sometimes, for the most part, it's been working, which I like. So, maybe that might help you. Maybe if you click the bell, maybe then you'll get reminded. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just trying to help out so the people that want to watch get reminded, and people who don't care, don't click the bell. I don't know what to tell you. So, so last weekend, we, as you saw by the video, we rode Harley Quinn in the rain. Actually, we all got in it. Me, myself, AJ, Kyle, Greg, Jessica, the kids, Dave. We were the first general public, I guess, to be on the ride. I mean, I'm not including workers and stuff. I'm just saying, they opened the gate, we went on, we sat in, got all strapped in, and then we had to get out. There was a short delay. I don't know if somebody hit the wrong button or what. I don't know. But, I mean, it literally was like 5 minutes or less. Then they let us back on the ride, strapped us in, and then it went. And it was good. I love the ride. Yes, it doesn't spin a lot. To me, it felt exactly how Max Air did. So if you've ridden Max Air and you like Max Air, you'll like this. This isn't... I don't know why they called it Harley Quinn Spin Sanity. I don't agree with the name because I would call Tomahawk Harley Quinn Spin Sanity before I would call this. Maybe they should have called it Swing Sanity because it's the force behind the swings. I mean, besides trying to cover our face because we were getting pelted by rain. Makes sense. These two parks were not in Six Flags Underwater. Those parks were in Premier before Premier bought Old Six Flags and was Old Riverside Park. Okay, makes sense now. Makes a little bit of sense about the Darien Lake and that. But yeah, so the power on it feels like you're a pole vaulter in a sense because it's so close to the Joker that depending upon how you turn, like the way that it's turned in your cycle of swinging, coming down, the forces were nuts. But there were times like when I swung up and I was facing down, I was looking down on top of the track of Joker and a car going by, and I was like, whoa! It was cool. It felt like I could have pole vaulted and hopped over the Joker. There's just so much power in it. What's up, Theme Park New England? So yeah, like I said, it was just like crazy. So I like it. I mean, some people are kind of I've been seeing comments all over the place oh, hell no, I ain't riding that, or I'm scared to death, but I'm going to ride it, or, oh, that looks lame. What I tell you is go on a ride, make your own judgment. For me, I love this type of ride. I was so happy and thrilled when they announced this ride because I had ridden Max Air and I loved it. And I was like, oh, this is great that we have one of these here. It was great. Obviously, a different manufacturer between Max Air and Harley Quinn. The restraints were really comfortable. I didn't feel banging around. It wasn't tight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like squished. It was just a comfortable restraint. The ride was good minus the would have felt like needles in my face. And I had fun. And then we rode it 3 times that day. I mean, when we left the park, we were pretty soaked. I ain't gonna lie. Then we went home, changed, and then went out to eat. And I ended up with hair in my food and seafood on top of my food, which I can't have because I'm allergic to. So I ended up with a free meal. It was great. What is my favorite flat ride at SFNE? Let's see. Before Harley Quinn, before Harley Quinn, I would have went with like Tomahawk, Kontiki. I would have went with. I know that like Kontiki is like not up there with people, but I have a soft spot for Kontiki. I think I would have went with Tomahawk being my favorite, mixed with I think my top 3 flats. Not that we have a ton of flats at Six Flags New England. Would have been like Tomahawk, Sky Screamer, and Kontiki are my go-to flats. And now with Harley Quinn is now definitely my favorite. End the story on that. I mean, how many of you were at the park in that October a few years ago when it snowed? They called it Snowzaro or Snowtober. It was right before Halloween, and that ended up being the final day of the season. I rode minor race the front seat like an idiot, and it felt like the pins and needles. It sucked. It wasn't thrilling. It was thrilling, but it hurt. It wasn't fun, for sure. So yeah, but yeah. So I tell everybody, go check out Harley Quinn because I find the ride excellent and it's fun. I really like it. That's just me. I don't know about anybody else, but I really loved Harley Quinn. I heard that these rides are supposed to spin a little bit more than they do. I don't know anything about that. I'll ask the park about that, if that's just a cycle, if that's just how it's supposed to be. I have no idea. For the people that thinking they were going to get nauseous of the spin, don't worry about it because it just spins a little bit, you know what I mean? It's not spinning a lot. Because like when you swing one way, you could be looking up. And then swing back the other way, you're looking to the side. Swing back the other way, you're looking at the other side. Swing back, you're looking down. Swing back, it looks like you're upside. You know what I mean? So you don't know. It's not like crazy, crazy, crazy. Is Harley Quinn a better roller coaster than Fireball? Yes, it is. Harley Quinn is the best roller coaster on the planet. Well, Skyscream is a swing ride. For me, I still call it a flat ride, even though it's not a flat ride. I would even call Scream a flat ride. I just go roller coasters and flat rides, even though I know there's a difference. But when I'm talking in my own brain, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go ride that, and I know what they are: tower rides, flat rides, water rides, swing rides, whatever. But for me, I call them all flat rides. If it's not a roller coaster, it's a flat ride. Even though it's not, but that's what I call it. I know it's not really correct rational thinking in the brain, but that's just what I do. All right. So don't forget this weekend we have if you have a membership or a season pass, you can ride. And then for those, after the show, I'm going to send out the list of the people that said that they were going to the photo shoot commercial thing Tuesday. Everybody that said yes, I should have they call it the photo shoot guideline. I gave that to them, and I'm going to hand off the list tonight to the park, so they'll have that. Do you think Scream has a weak launch and drop? Honestly, I don't. To me, all the SNS drop towers that are like that, they all seem the same to me. It's all the difference of how tall, I'll give you an example. Last year when we were at Hershey, we rode 2 out of 3 because the storm rolled through and shut everything down. So we didn't. I think we didn't get to ride the tallest, or we did. There was one of them we didn't. It might have been the medium one that we didn't ride, or the tiny one. There was one, I can't remember which one, but we rode 2 out of the 3, regardless, and it felt different based on how tall it was. I think a height has a lot to do with it. I don't necessarily think one is weaker than the other. I mean, if you look at some of the other ones that are shorter, it feels crazy because it's short, and some of like just don't seem as strong because they're taller than others. I mean, try comparing like Scream to Downtime at Lake Compounds, or the one over there at Canopy Lake. You know what I mean? 3 different sizes, and it's neither here. You know what I mean? It's just weird. Then you have the other drop towers that just go up and then drop you. You know, so I think height has a lot to do with it, because even like the Hershey ones and I feel they all have the same kind of lift off if they're launching or dropping. I think it just comes to the height and how much it's going to take to get it. But that's just me. Yeah. Six Flags Fiesta Texas. All the towers run in combo mode only. Yeah, see, at Six Flags, we're lucky. We can have up or down or combo. Some do some other things the other ones don't do. You know, depending upon when it was put in, because there was 1 tower originally, and then 2 more got put in for the 3 towers. So, I mean, there's a lot of things with Scream. So, I think, personally, for me, it's cool. But, so anyway, Max Air. Max, A-I-R. I know, my Rhode Island accent kind of screws everything up. I get it. I'm so shamed. I'm so shamed. But yeah, so Tuesday we'll have whatever coverage we're allowed to do for the photo shoot commercial thing. And then Thursday I'll be back at the park for Media Day for Harley Quinn. I'm going to have enough of Harley Quinn that after Media Day, I don't think I'll have to ride the rest of the year. But of course I will, because I like to ride. So, and then this weekend we're going to be doing, we're going to be covering the water park. And I mean covering it like, we're going to try and videotape the entire water park. Obviously off-ride, not on-ride. Except for like, you know, in the lazy river and the other wavy lazy river and the wave pools and stuff. I talked with the park and I said, look, I'm going to do this and I'm going to cover the water park. They didn't ask me to. I went to them and said I was going to do this. We're going to rent a cabana and we're going to... I wrote a list of stuff to cover, and then I sent it to them and I said, hey, is this good to cover? And there was a couple things that they added to me, so... you know, I always want to make sure that when I am trying to do these things that I don't make the park look bad. That's what I'm trying to do. So I told the park I would send them the video before I would what do you call it? That I would release it, just so that they could. I just want to make sure that they like what I did, and that in case I missed something that shouldn't be in the video, you know, something. I'm sure the water in the water park is going to be pretty cold, but it's going to be pretty damn hot. It's going to be like 88, 89 degrees, which will turn into being a lot hotter. So I feel, you know, do our usual stint, man. Well, first I want to go hit up Harley Quinn, get a ride in on that. Go to the water park, get the cabana, chill out. I know I will get used to it, but I mean, we've had quite a few days now where it's been warm enough to heat the water up. The water's going to be cold. I know that it's going to be cold. I know this. Going into this. It's not going to... But last year, it was like the summer wasn't that hot, it seemed, because we went to the water park quite a bit. Like 3 or 4 times, 5 times last year, and it just did not... The water never got warm. I mean, unless you peed in it. But the water never got warm. It just was cold the whole season from beginning to end. I mean, my body got used to it and I was fine. You know, and it is what it is. But I don't want to be, for the most part, during the hot part of the day, be romping on the blacktop. And then when I'm done, I go put all the wet crap in the car, and then I'll go in the park and ride rides like I do all the time. I don't see it being a bad thing. But that's just me. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna make sure that I pack my underwater camera so that I can cover it. Because all last year when we rented cabanas and stuff, did not bring the what do you call it? Waterproof camera. Not once. Not once did I bring the camera. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I know. I could have done this and gotten that over with last year and enjoy it. But I didn't, so I will be doing that this weekend. Well, I don't want the water like I don't want it like boiling hot, but I don't want it like it's the middle of not like going up to Maine and freezing by sticking you stick your toe in go to Old Orchard Beach and stick your foot in the water and you turn into ice like instantly, even at the end of August. That's not what I don't want that kind of cold. I mean, even the coldest that this water is, it still isn't as cold as the Maine water, which is kind of funny, if you ask me. All right, just a quick update. We're getting closer to the ACE elections for those that do or do not know or do or do not care. I'm running for ACE president for the American Coaster Enthusiast elections this year. Platforms finally got released the other day. I posted about that. And you're going to start seeing once a week a video about certain topics, like one topic at a time, out of my platform, explaining what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it and blah, 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 blah. So you'll see all the cool stuff. So if you're an ACE member and you're going to vote, I would absolutely love your support. But if you think I'm a jerk and you hate me and you're just trying to get me thrown out, by all means, that's fine. But at least if you're going to vote, do your research. I don't care if you're voting for me or the other guy. Just vote. That's all I care about. I want to see a better turnout than we usually do in these elections. It's pretty sad, the amount of people that don't vote. Why, I don't know, but the amount of people that don't vote, it's pretty sad. I mean, this is you guys' Coaster Club. I don't own it. We all, well, in a sense, we pay our dues. It's for us. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all up to what you want to see happen in the club. Maybe you think I'm a good candidate. Maybe you think I'm a big bag of crap that shouldn't be anywhere near the executive committee running this thing. I don't know. That's up to you. Like I said, read the platforms, watch the videos, and if you like a video, share it so we can spread it around, because it's not just going to magically get in the hands of everybody. We all know that. There's too many people in the executive committee that are already trying to fight. Well, not exactly in the executive committee, but there's people in ACE that are already trying to get me out of the race and kicked out and stuff. They're already trying, so that should tell you something. They're trying. They are trying to remove me from the Coaster Club. We'll see if they succeed or not. I ain't breaking no rules. You don't see any ACE logos on the screen, right? You don't see any of them. You don't see any of them things laying around the screen, Somebody was such a, what? Oh, ACE logo. Oh, I got to tell everybody about it. Oh my God, here's an ACE logo. Oh my God. The world ended. The world has ended because I used the logo in a video. Oh my God. The world ended. Oh my God. Yeah, somebody did. Somebody cried. I got warned. I got slapped on the hand about it. Oh, sugar puffs. Knocking things over. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the half water park thing that you guys are talking about. Not a fan of that at all. Like, I really just don't like it. What is the name of that should be Typhoon. That should be Typhoon. But yeah, so in any case, speaking of water park, I'm going to start with a little tiny, my little prediction for 2019. The information hasn't started leaking out, but hear me out on this. I know we're starting to talk about it on the forums. If you guys have not signed up for the forums, SFNEOnline.org, you're missing out on some stuff because we're having nice discussions. So just go there and join the forum. Just right, I'm trying to move my finger where I go. Right, go there. Sign up for the forums. Let me know. I will. I have to. What do you call it? I have to authorize people. Matter of fact, I haven't checked in a little bit. I gotta see if there's any other people. I keep messing out, and then I go in and there's like 20 people wanting to come in. But anyway, so we've been talking about 2019. People throwing out predictions and stuff. And I am going to throw out my 2019 prediction right now, and we'll see what happens when they come for announcements and more stuff. So, I feel that this year, this is what I think what's going to happen. And I was talking to AJ, myself and AJ were talking about this. I think that there's going to be something for a water park. He agrees, and he also thinks that there's going to be a flat ride added with it. Like a 2-ride thing. I don't think there's going to be 2 rides. I think what they're going to do is they're going to throw in like a bowl slide kind of complex thing, something like that, or a mat racer. And the reason why I think this is when Pete Carmichael went to Six Flags St. Louis and became the park president, first thing he put in was a water park attraction. I feel he's going to do that here as his first step. And the only reason why I say that is because the last time the water park got any water park attraction was 2013 Bonsai Pipeline. Not really when some don't like opinions being stated on some of them. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I really don't care. But anyway, so I feel 2019 is going to get some kind of like big water park attraction. Because, what do you call it? It's just time. If you look, they're still continuously hitting capacity all the time. They need more rides that's going to eat up capacity, add more room so they can put more people in the water park. They need more attractions. I mean, overall, for the most part, Six Flags has a pretty damn good selection in their water park of slides. They have a ton to do. If you can't find something to do in that water park, there's something wrong with you. I mean, I'm more in line to hit the lazy river and the wave pool and the other lazy river. Once in a while, I do slides and stuff. No, yeah, I agree with you, Marcus, on that. The last time that they did that here was with Catapult and what was that? Splashwater Falls. They did a one wet and one dry. I think they're going to... I honestly think this is going to be the year of the water park for Six Flags New England. And then I think the following year is going to be like a coaster or maybe a dock ride or something. But if there is a dock ride, it is not going to be Justice League. I think they're done with Justice League dock rides. But I can... You know, if the surveys that have gone around, they were generic theme, like a zombie or whatever. You know, some kind of thing. So I think some people may be getting dock rides... Again, but not Justice League. Some people are going to get coasters. Some people are going to get whatever. But I really think 2019 Six Flags New England is getting like a bowl slide or a mat racer. That's what I really, really think. That's what I think. So that's what I'm going with this year. I mean, if you think about it for the most part, we've been pretty blessed at Six Flags New England for quite a number of years. I mean, you can even start... I mean, you had Goliath, which I believe that's still closed. But you've had Goliath, you've had the Gotham City Gauntlet, you have Bonsai Pipeline, Wicked Cyclone, the return of Superman with the VR, then the VR gone. And then you've gotten Fireball, and you've gotten Harley Quinn, you've gotten the Joker. I'm sure I'm missing something. You've gotten Sky Screamer. So you've seen a lot of attractions come, go. And we're starting to get some cool stuff. I mean, not everything everybody loves. I get it. Some people like Fireball. I rode Fireball, 2 weekends ago. Great ride. Love it. Love it. It's not a coaster, but I like it. Yeah, I might be thinking that they might be doing a launch. It was just something that in an email, and maybe I overthinking it, It's just the way that something was said to me in email and the way I took it. I think at some point we get in a launch. Now, we're not going to get like a crazy launch, but I think, I'm telling you, I would love to see it. It's probably not going to happen. I would love one of them new S&S launch coasters, have the station hit up, where Flashback spot is, and then launch across over to where Goliath spot is and do its thing. I mean, hey, you can make it go up over, on top of the buildings and stuff. You can make if you really wanted to, you can make it fit. There's a lot of things you can do. They really could get creative and get awesome with it. You really could. There's a lot of things. But do I see a single rail coaster coming at some point? Yes, I do. I think the single rail coaster will probably fit in Goliath's spot more than, unless they, I'm not exactly sure the space needed for that. I don't know what the footprint is. You could maybe if you put the station for the single rail where Flashback is and make it go, up the lift hill, make it go over the walkway and then come down and go do its thing and then come back. You could do that. I could see that happening. So, so, I don't know. Personally, I would love to see if, I would like to ride one, even though I heard, what do you call it? Wonder Woman is, what do you call it? Down right now, having issues, but you may be able to fit that over by Gauntlet. I've said this before. I really think that Gauntlet is really like a placeholder. I really do. Like, all right, they put that there, and that's probably going to get shipped. It's either going to get scrapped, which it shouldn't get scrapped. It's still in decent condition. It still works. It does its thing. That can get shipped off to another park. That can be like, hey, give this to, maybe they'll give it to Darien Lake. I don't know if Darien Lake has one. I've never been there. Yeah, they're going to have to do something with Thunderbolt, because let me tell you, we had a ride on that on Saturday, and I almost swore off the ride forever. I was in the middle-ish of the ride. I wasn't in the beginning of the back of the car, of the train. I was in the middle. And coming down one of the hills, that lap bar jabbed me right here, like wicked bad. Actually, it was so bad it made gas pains, and it made me fart, and then I had to go poop, and my stomach felt like crap for the rest of the day, and it just hurt right here for the rest of the day. Just the way it jabbed me, it was like bam, bam. What's up, Coaster Kev? He's back in the house. Holy moly! He hasn't been on here for a year. He disappeared. I thought Coaster Kev didn't love me anymore. I thought he hated my guts. He's back in the house. He's alive. He's alive! He's alive! I'm so pumped Coaster Kev's back. You have no idea. He's been missing for a while, and now he's back. No, that actually came from Kentucky Kingdom when Six Flags had it. When they closed Kentucky Kingdom, they took the ride and shipped it up this way. Yeah, I gotta say, Thunderbolt, that was my worst ride I've ever had it, even before they retracted back for CoasterCon time. It was worse. It was, I don't know why and what, but I don't know if it's because I'm losing weight and just the way it's sitting down. I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I know is Jessica was sitting next to me. Same thing happened to her. So it wasn't just me. It's just the way it hurt. I was I guess the older I get, the more I don't like pain. And I was like a crybaby, you know what. And it just did not feel good at all in this region. I would have rather have died, It hurt. It was bad. I'm not even going to lie. It was just bad. That was weird. But then, after all that was going on, then I don't know how many of you watched the video about the Harley Quinn, membership preview day video, but then you can watch us walking through the park, with this girl here, you can see us walking through. For those that care or not, she can come basically 4 pieces if you include the base, but each leg and then the top. Then from here up, Jeremy carried the legs, Brandon Allen carried the feet, the thing, and we walked through the park in the rain back to the car, and we were leaving because the park closed at 4. But I mean, we went in that was in the DC, the Looney Tunes Emporium. So we went to the one across the street because the kids wanted a sweatshirt, so we got them a sweatshirt, and I was allowed to use the Diamond Elite discount because I did not want to pay $1,000. I just didn't want to pay $1,000. I like it. It's squishy like foam kind of thing. You can squish around, So you can. The detail on this thing. If you watch the video, you can see better detail than you can on here. I like this. It's a cool prop, and the one cool thing about this. Who is that? Are you talking about Costa Kev or are you talking about Harley Quinn? The cool thing about that is I was telling the park. Matter of fact, today, the cool thing about this is those that watch the show or any video that I do that has this in it. It's gonna keep reminding people about the ride. It's like a product placement that I paid for. Would have been nice if they would have gave it. Kind of like a. So we'll see how much it helps in promotion wise as more and more people kind of jump on in and jump on the bandwagon and get down. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so we're gonna get going in a few. Costa Kev, you really came late to the game. But we have a new time now, 8:30. Just so you know, you can set your alarm for next week. All right, so this is what's gonna go down this weekend. If you see me at the park, by all means, come say hi. Don't bite. Not gonna kill you or nothing. We can hang out. I'm gonna go ride Harley Quinn first and hit the water park, and then then I'm gonna go run around, ride the rides and stuff. So we will be doing that. So if you see us do that, for those that are gonna be at the commercial photo shoot thing, by all means, I will see you then. It's from 9 to 4 on a Tuesday, and then. We'll have coverage on Thursday. Set up at 144p to try not to lag. Ugh. Why is it lagging? I don't know what. This is good. It's not lagging here on my end tonight, but. I do not see details. Oh, for that's Harley Quinn. For those that saw it in the Looney Tunes Emporium in the DC section in the glass case, that was the doll that was there, and now it's here. So that's the quick story of that. So anyway, anybody that sees me on Saturday, by all means, come by, say hi, hang out, whatever. We're gonna hit the water park, obviously eat, because I'm fat and I gotta eat. So I gotta do that too. We'll do some food reviews from the water park. I did a chicken wrap one, and I didn't bother putting it up because our buddy Marcus Bean that's in here, he did one, and we already released that, so he did a great job on that. I really hope that cheerleader. I thought that happened in April. Let me check that real quick. Hang on, let me check. Let me check their events for this weekend. I hope not. No, I honestly think they already had that event in April. I could have swore they did, but let's look real quick right here. I'm going to check up Six Flags in New England. I'm going to check their events. Obviously it's Memorial Day weekend. We all know that. So let's see. Tomorrow is Science Adventure presented by U.S. Air Force. Also, Music in the Parks is tomorrow. Also, Harley Quinn Spin Sandy preview starts tomorrow for members and season pass holders. Saturday, Harley Quinn thing. The 28th is Memorial Day celebration. June 1st and 2nd is Music in the Parks. What I got to see what is Music in the Parks. Oh. Music in the Parks is a 1 and 2 day adjudication festival for bands, orchestras, and choirs grades 6 through 12. So that's what's going on. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that was April. Yeah, do not go because it's always busy. All right, so that's that. Yeah, Thrill Jam. I've learned not to. There are too many cable hogs watching HD TV. HD, not HG. Unless your house is full of Home and Garden Network freaks, which they could be. I know I used to be one. I used to watch it all the time. It would get me in trouble and want to remodel stuff, so I stayed away from that. Yeah, I was just looking to see what was this weekend. I don't think Facebook events are going to they might, I don't know. I try not to look in the past. I try to stay away from the past as much as possible. But yeah, so if you see me this weekend, say what up. We'll have coverage on Tuesday that we can, and then Thursday, obviously, Media Day. So we'll have live coverage from that. We'll have video and stuff from that. So you'll see stuff all week long from us. Because I'm going to be at the park Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. Hopefully, maybe I'll go somewhere else the following weekend. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is going to be a fun, 7-day stretch. I think. And I think it's going to be a great 7-day stretch. Because then I'm going to go do Media Day, and then I'm going to go to work for a little bit. And then come back at night and do the, the show next Thursday night. So not only do I do Media Day, and I'm going to try and edit that stuff quick. As best as I can to make it not look like a pile of crap. I mean, I've been watching a lot of videos on how to better edit with the program that I use, and I'm starting to do color correction a little bit. I've started doing and trying to learn some different effects without going crazy with stupid transitions and stuff like that. Try and do different things. Trying to make my videos look a little bit more presentable to you folks. Trying. I don't know how good I'm doing, but I'm trying. But yeah, so we'll be back next Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel. If I see you this weekend, say hi. I'm blind. I walk right by everybody, maybe I'm getting hard of hearing, so you're probably gonna have to scream my name, maybe tap me on my shoulder, jump in front of me, wave your hands like you're a ghost. I'm usually in a zone, and I'm usually just if I'm heading to something, that's my focus. For some reason, I'm oblivious to the world, and I don't know. No, but Tuesday I'll be at the photo commercial shoot for Harley Quinn with the posse of people that'll be there. And then Thursday I'll do the Media Day. Matter of fact, I'm letting the kids play hooky from school so they can go to the photo shoot thing. I'm taking them out of school that day. Matter of fact, I got to write notes after this so that they can give them to the school. Because I'm not calling them. The hell with the school. Good night, Mr. Costa Kev. But anyway, so we're going to get out of here. I will see you guys next week or at the park. Have fun. Say hi. I don't think you want to look at my repaired teeth. I really think you don't. Especially with the mess that's over here from, what was that, Tuesday? You don't want to see it's good. See? It's good. It's not cracked anymore. It doesn't have the chip and the crack in the front anymore. I don't look like a what do you call it? Trailer park guy, you know? I don't look like I'm a crackhead. You know, I look like a somewhat normal human being. I mean, this I can't help, and this I can't help, but this I fixed. And then we're just fixing everything. We're fixing it all. Just so that I look like a presentable human being. You know, if I'm making videos, who the hell wants to watch a crackhead talk about roller coaster? Well, maybe that could be the thing. Crackhead rides roller coaster. That could be, maybe that's a viral video to come out. Hey, I'm crackhead, I'm riding go down in history in the permanent photo records of Six Flags. Hell to the USA. I would enjoy that. Last week, Thursday. Yep. So, all right. So we're going to get out of here. We'll be back next Thursday, same time, 8:30 p.m. And we'll talk about Media Day and whatever else news hits the airwaves, and we'll talk about the cabana rental and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you covered. We'll come up with something good to watch. But anyway, until next week, have a good weekend, everybody. Have a great time. Be safe. Have fun. Party hardy. Please don't drink and drive. I don't want to hear about any of my fans, my friends, my family getting killed by drinking and driving. But just have fun. I'm not your daddy, so you know what to do. You're an adult or a child, but don't do anything stupid. I'll see you next week. And keep on coasting, y'all. Peace out. No, I'm not on crack. Not today, anyway. Maybe tomorrow. Peace out, everybody! Woo!